Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praise, glory, and honor to the Most High Yahweh in the name of His Son, Yahweh Shai, and greetings to the 12 tribes of Israel who are scattered to the four corners of the globe. My name is Brother Yakanah. This is Elder Barak, and we are Hebrew chosen elect. We are located at 19 Lamson Lane, classroom 110B, from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. Please join us for Shabbat service. And I'm going to hand it over to Elder Barak.
Okay, I'm coming. Shalom, shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
Okay, all praise to Yahweh, Shalom, Mashiach, Yahweh, Kwam Yasha'Allah.
Kwam Yasha'Allah.
Hallelujah.
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 Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
All right. So this is Most High's high holy day, the Shabbat, and as always, we honor the Most High on the high holy day, the Shabbat, which was what created during the time of creation. So every seventh day, the Most High says we're supposed to be at rest and worship Him on His high holy day, the Shabbat. And so that's what we're doing. And the Most High did teach us. He said, rehearse the righteous acts in our captivities and in the regions and land regions that we are in captivity. So He said, rehearse the righteous acts. So we know that Passover is coming up, right? The 14th day at sundown. We're going to celebrate April 24th. The new moon is April 10th at sundown, so the 14th day at sundown after the new moon would be April 24th at sundown. We're celebrating the Passover. We already know that some camps already celebrated it already, but that's neither here nor there. We know that, the time's going to come when we all going to celebrate on one day. It's coming, right? That's coming. So, but the Most High did say, rehearse the righteous act. So as long as, the other camps might have celebrated already, but at least they rehearsed the righteous act, right? That's what we're doing. And so what I want to bring out today as we continue concerning, you hear all these different reports, right? The Third World War is about to happen. We've got the war in Ukraine, the war in Israel against the Palestinians. The so-called Jews over there waging war, and you hear about China may go to war with Taiwan, so wars and rumors of wars all over the place, right?
Yes, sir.
But what I want to show in the scriptures is that the Third World War is not prophesied in the scriptures, all right? Because everybody looks at the Third World War as something that the Most High prophesied in the Bible, but we know there's going to be a Third World War. But so you can understand, that's not a prophecy brought on by the Most High, which you read about in the scripture. That's a plan by the Illuminati. Okay, so the 3 world wars was a plan by the elite, and they already had 2 world wars already, correct?
That's right.
So they planned on a 3rd world war, and it's coming. And so we can understand the Third World War is not going to be a war where everything is annihilated and the whole earth is destroyed. That's not going to happen. More than likely, we're going to live through the Third World War. Come? We're going to be more than likely, America will still be here when the Third World War comes. Other nations will still be here when the Third World War comes. So it's not a war that's going to be a total cataclysmic destruction where everything is gone. Come? Third World War is just a war for a plan of the Illuminati elite to issue in their new world order, Luciferian world.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Because they don't plan on annihilating the earth. They don't want to. They want to try to rule it forever, right? So why are they going to shoot off their nuclear bombs and annihilate everything, right? So they don't want that to happen. But everybody has this misconception about the Third World War, that's going to be it. And the Heavenly Father's going to bring the Third World War, that's going to, annihilate everything. No, that's not it. Because that's not prophesied in the scriptures. Come? Third World War is not prophesied in the scriptures. Okay. All right? So, but what's prophesied in the scriptures? Wars and rumors of wars is prophesied in the scriptures. Come? All right? Destruction is prophesied in the scriptures, bloodshed, catastrophes, wars and rumors of war, that's prophesied, but Third World War is not prophesied in the scriptures. So that's what we're going to go over, and I'm just going to show you, and I want to show the brothers and the congregation that it's a plan of the elite, but not a plan of the Most High. Even though the Most High can bring his plans, his prophecy, through their plans.
Right.
So where you see wars and rumors of wars, okay, well, we know that's the Most High. But in the elite's mindset, they think that they're controlling everything through their plans. But the Most High is bringing his plans through their plans. Okay? And so this is what you're going to see. So, Yakanan, if we can get Matthew 24, 6 and 7. But I'm going to just show you that it's going to be wars and rumors of wars, but not so much where the Third World War is the Most High's plan, which it's not. Matthew 24, 6 and 7.
Book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 6 and 7. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
How about that? See? You're going to hear of wars and rumors of wars, but the end is not yet. So this is what we're hearing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of times you can hear that, especially you hear in the news and stuff where a war may be imminent, right? One nation might rise up against another nation and might be imminent. Well, that's wars and rumors of wars. And then you might hear of, an actual war breakout, which you hear about with Ukraine, okay? Which you hear about what's happening over there with the Palestinians against the so-called Jews in Israel, right? And what you may hear the rumor of war with China against Taiwan. China wants that land back. War, rumors of wars, and there could be hundreds of wars throughout the earth. Okay, but this is what the Most High prophesied. And so you can understand in Matthew 24, if you can read Yakanan, that the third verse. We'll talk from the third verse.
Verse 3.
Mm-hmm.
And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming?
How about that, see? So they were asking Yahushua, tell us when these things shall be, and what's going to be the sign of thy coming. So they're asking Yahushua while he's with them now, right? During this time he's with them. So now the disciples ask him the sign of thy next coming, okay? Which, of course, that's what we're waiting on now.
Right.
So some of us are those apostles and disciples and prophets that were, looking for Yahushua and asking him, when's going to be the sign of thy next coming, your second coming, which that hasn't happened yet, right? So we're living in that time, okay? The disciples were asking Yahushua about his second coming, which we are, over 2,000 years into the future of when they asked that question. All right? So go ahead, Yakanan.
And of the end of the world.
See, so at the end of the world, right, Khan? So when you read Matthew 24 is connected to the book of Revelation. Okay. And in true essence, Matthew 24 hasn't really happened yet. in true essence, okay, Khan? It's connected to the end times. Yeah. Because those are the three questions that the disciples are asking Yahushua. Yeah. The sign of thy coming. Yeah. When's the end of the world? Meaning the current dispensation of time of this current society. That's what it was saying.
This is the prophecy.
This is the prophecy, right.
And Revelation is the...
right.
Referring to
it. The revealing of it. So Yahushua is giving in Matthew 24, what he's giving in Matthew 24 is going to be in the end times, meaning during the tribulation period. Which is, the tribulation period is the book of Revelations, Con?
Absolutely.
So you can understand that it's the book of Revelations. Okay? So, and then read up a third verse one more time, Dr. Hans, to get some understanding here.
And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be?
One question. That's one question. Go ahead.
And what shall be the sign of thy coming?
That's two questions, right? Go on.
In the end of the world.
So they asked him three distinct questions. The sign of thy coming. Okay. Tell us, when shall these things be? What shall be the sign of thy coming and the end of the world? Okay. Now, the end of the world we know is not going to be what? Israel's end.
No.
Okay. It's going to be Esau's end.
It's going to be end of their age.
End of their time. Okay. It's going to be fulfillment of the end of their time, of their world. Because their world, the end of their world is the beginning of Israel's world. Come? All right? So, you can see that. Now, as you read on down, this is quite good, y'all. Can I read the fourth verse?
Verse 4. And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you.
Don't be deceived. See? Now, remember, he's saying this for now. Yahushua is saying that for now. He's saying it to them then also, but he's saying it for us now. That's why we have the scriptures with us now. We have the New Testament with us. We have the word of Hamashiach Yahushua. He's saying, take heed that no man deceive you. So don't let these pork chop eating preachers deceive you. Don't let Farrakhan deceive you. He's talking about he's Jesus or the son of Jesus or something like that. He's saying, all right, that's going on. Don't let nobody deceive you. Right? Con? All right? So take heed that no man deceive you. Why? Because there's going to come a lot of false prophets. I got news for you. Even amongst Israelites, don't let no man deceive you. Don't let no man tell you that they're the spirit of Elijah. Don't let no man tell you that he's, he's the comforter. Don't let nobody tell you that they are this and that, right?
Third from heaven. Third
from heaven. Okay, we go on and on. And that's within the realm of Israel.
Right.
That you hear this, right? Going on. Brothers are saying this. Don't follow them. Right? Always go to Hamashiach Yahushua and pray and ask for direction. Then Yahushua, when you pray to Yahushua directly and ask for direction, then Yahushua will hear your prayer and will deal with you directly. Spiritually. Okay? Don't let no brother tell you nothing that they this and the angel Gabriel came to them and said this and that and all that stuff. No. Understand? So, take heed that no man deceive you. Go ahead, Yachanan.
For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ.
See?
And shall deceive many.
There's deceiving many. You got the whole Christian world saying that, right?
Yeah.
I'm a Christian. And all these denominations. I am Christ.
Yes, many
right? And they believe that they are, the chosen ones that Yahushua sent, which is not. And a lot of our people are wrapped up into those denominations.
Yep.
Right? And they're saying that they are Christ, Christians, and so forth. Right? Come? And there's going to be more. But because we're not in the tribulation period yet.
No.
Now, we're going through our tribulations, but we're not in the tribulation period yet.
Yeah, that's the difference.
We all go through our type of tribulation the Most High put us in, right? But we're not in the tribulation period. Gun? That's coming. All right? So don't be deceived. Okay, go ahead, Yachanan.
And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars.
So now, within the tribulation period, you're going to hear wars, rumors of wars. But now, and even now you're hearing of wars, rumors of wars. But we're not even in the tribulation period yet. So what are you going to hear then when that comes? The tribulation period is a 7-year-long tribulation period. That's why in Revelation it teaches you about the seven seals.
Yes.
7 plagues, right? 7 vials, right? 7 trumpets, right?
7 significant numbers.
The tribulation period is going to be a 7-year-long period. It's the last week of the 70 weeks you read about in Daniel, the 9th chapter, 24th verse. Con? There were 70 weeks the Most High allotted to the nation of Israel 483 years of those, the year, it would be 490 years complete. 70 times 7 is 490. 483 years from the time of Xerxes Longimanus. When we were under the Persian Empire, Xerxes Longimanus gave us, by the Spirit of the Most High, the command to be able to go back to Israel and build the walls and the temple of Jerusalem. That was in 457 BC. From that time on, up until Yahushua, when Yahushua was crucified on the cross, was 483 years. Now, there's supposed to be 7 years left, right?
Yes.
483 plus 7 be 490.
Yes.
So you would say 2,000 years from Yahushua already went by, right? Those 7 years already went by, but no, it didn't. Why? Because the Most High only begins to count from the 70 weeks. He only begins to count when he's dealing with us directly.
Okay.
And because we were scattered all over the earth and dispersed over the earth, the Most High hasn't been dealing with us directly like he's been dealing with as a nation directly. He hasn't been dealing with us like that.
No.
Since Yahushua, since we 70 AD, let's say since 70 AD.
70 AD. Right.
So when is the Most High going to begin to deal with us directly again? When we get back in Jerusalem.
That's right.
A remnant of us got to be back in Jerusalem before what? Before the tribulation period starts. And that's what a lot of brothers don't understand. They think we're in the tribulation period. They think we're close to the end. Yeah, we're close to the end, but the tribulation period hasn't started yet, which we know is a 7-year-long period.
Right.
Come? And it's only going to start when the Most High is dealing with a remnant of us in Jerusalem. We got to be in Jerusalem.
Right.
Right. Come?
Come.
We got to be in Jerusalem. All right? So, this is why we have to understand. And Yakanan, get Daniel 9:24. Daniel 9:24. This is edify. In Daniel 9:24. Let me read that real quick.
The book of Daniel, chapter 9, verse 24. 70 weeks are determined upon thy people.
See, 70 weeks are determined upon the children of Israel. Con, go ahead.
And upon thy holy city to finish the transgressions and to make an end of sins.
See, to finish the transgression and to make an end of sins. Well, when is the Most High going to finish the punishment of our transgression and the end of our sins? After the 70 weeks. 70 weeks are determined, but a lot of people think the 70 weeks is 70 straight weeks. It's not. It's 70 times 7. Okay? Because you have to go according to the Most High's time, not man's time.
That's right.
And Most High's time is, when you read the scripture, a year, a day is confirmed as a year.
It's a year.
Okay? That's in Ezekiel, and there's another scripture in Numbers that tell you about that. Okay? So you go 70 times 7. Con? Which is 490 years. But the last 7 years, because it ended, the 483 years ended during the time of Yahushua, when Yahushua was crucified. And then, of course, in 70 AD, we were kicked out of the land and we were dispersed over the earth in captivity. So you would say 7 years, the rest of the 7 years should have completed already. No. The rest of the 7 years will start, which is the end of the 70 weeks will be, or the start of the end of the 70 will be the tribulation period, the start of the tribulation period, which is Jacob's trouble that you read about in the Bible. Come.
Come.
And I'm going to show you that. Go ahead, Jacqueline.
The 70 weeks are determined upon thy people and upon thy holy city to finish the transgression and to make an end of sins and to make reconciliation for iniquity and to bring an everlasting righteousness and to seal up the vision and prophecy and to anoint the most holy.
There you go. So at the end of the 70 weeks, and 7 years of it hasn't been completed yet. There's 7 more years that have to go. That 7 years is the time of Jacob's trouble, which is the beginning. When you read the book of Revelation, that first seal, okay, that first seal that Yahushua is going to break.
Yes.
There's 7 seals, right? That first seal hasn't been broken yet. And that's going to be the beginning of the tribulation period, which is going to bring in and issue in the Antichrist.
Yes.
Okay? And it's going to be the beginning of Jacob's trouble. All right? So, when you go to Jeremiah 30 and 7, Yakanan. Jeremiah 30 and 7.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 30, verse 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it.
See, that day is great, right? And none shall be like it. It is the time of Jacob's trouble. So, is Jacob in trouble now? Well, yeah, Jacob's in their trouble because we sinned against the Most High, and the Most High dispersed us in all captivities throughout the region of the earth and all over the place. But this is talking about the tribulation period, okay? And this is talking about, again, when we go back to Matthew 24, talking about those 3 questions that the disciples are asking Yahushua. When shall be the sign of thy coming? Okay? When shall be the end of the world? See? The beginning of the end of the world is going to be the time of Jacob's trouble. Okay, Khan? And so now, Yaakov, when you go back to Matthew 24 and 3, read those 3 questions again.
The book of Matthew, chapter 24,
verse 3.
Verse 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of the coming and of the end of the world?
Right. So, this is Yahushua now. Now he's going to explain to the disciples the sign of his coming that you read about in Matthew 24, which is connected to the book of Revelation. Okay? And so, we're not going to read all of Matthew 24. I'm going to read a part about the wars and rumors of wars. Because you're not going to read about the Third World War in the Bible. But you're going to read about wars and rumors of wars. Come? Okay. Now read 6th verse. Go down to 6th verse.
Verse 6. Ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
You notice how I said the end is not yet? And don't we hear of wars and rumors of wars? We hear it, but the end is not yet because we're not in the tribulation period yet.
Right.
That's why it's not yet.
Right.
That's why he told it in Mark, I think 13th chapter, he says, watch as well as pray.
Watch.
I might not come in the first watch. I might not come in the second watch.
Right.
But he said, watch.
Watch.
He said, watch, right?
That's right.
Because even when we were at 1 West, 125th Street back at 1 West, we were taught, when I came in, we were taught that the end was going to be a year 2000. And we taught that. And yeah, I mean, we were wrong, right?
It was the end for those who died.
Yeah, well, there you go. But we're talking about the end, right?
I know.
So, but we were taught that, and we taught that. I taught that before the year 2000 at one time. I taught that.
Okay.
But that was like a first watch. See? But it didn't happen.
No.
That's why you can't put a date on it.
No.
And that taught us a great lesson. Never put a date on it. The Most High don't put a date on it.
Nope.
He said, no man know the time.
What it did.
Not even the Son of Man. Yeah, but even Yahushua don't know what time the Most High going to send him.
Yeah.
Right? How about that? So how you going to know? How's any man on this earth going to know? And the brother put a date on it, and we were all messed up. And then the Spirit came to me after we left 1 West at that time. And this is about maybe 1996, 97, 98, around that time. So Spirit said, wait a minute, we can't put a date on this thing.
No.
We got to stop teaching. So we completely stopped. That's when we formed the House of David, and we completely stopped putting a date on it.
Right.
Okay? But we do know we're in the end, because the scriptures give us the signs of the end times. but there's no date on it. Yeah, go ahead, Al.
Anybody noticing like the internet is delaying, like slowing you down and freezing and
Yeah.
You notice that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I noticed that, yeah. Right? So now, Yakanan, if you don't mind going to, no, finish that. I'm sorry, finish that. Because you just read the 6, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, read 7.
Verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in divers places, and these are the beginning of sorrow.
How about that, huh? See? Kingdom shall rise against kingdom, right?
Yeah.
There's going to be famines and pestilences.
5 kingdoms.
Okay? No, so there's going to be famines and pestilences. Now, you read about pestilences, right?
Yeah.
But this is talking about on an expeditious level, on another level. You may say, well, COVID was a pestilence or whatever. No, COVID was nothing compared to the pestilence that's coming. Right? The famines you may hear about, it's nothing compared to what's coming. Right?
Yeah.
Okay? Earthquakes. The earthquakes you hear about is nothing compared to what's coming in the tribulation period. Come? Okay, these things are going to happen within the tribulation period. Come? All right? And in different places. Okay? And said, all these are the beginnings of sorrows. Wait a minute. It's just the beginning of it. See, we don't realize what's coming. See, we don't really know the Most High. The Most High said, I'm a man of war. And the Lord of hosts is his name. See? So sorrows is coming. We think we in something, we think we're near the end. This ain't the end of nothing. Most High said 1,000 your right hand side and 1,000 your left side shall be destroyed, right? So none of that is going to happen until let me see this thing is. Okay, that thing is I know we got it on here. But again, these are the beginnings of sorrows. Now, when we go to Revelation 6, Yakanan, but you know something? But just jump over to Revelation 5 and see. Let's see what the Most High said about Yahushua. Okay, 5:1.
Book of Revelation chapter 5 verse 1. And I saw in the right hand of him that sat on the throne a book written within and on the backside sealed with 7 seals. And I saw a strong angel proclaiming with a loud voice, who is worthy to open the book and to loose the seal thereof?
Yeah, who is worthy to open the book and loose the seals thereof? So who is worthy? Right? So go ahead, Op.
And no man in heaven nor in earth, neither under the earth, was able to open the book, neither to look thereon.
So the 7 seals, so in the book that the Most High gave me a spirit to write, Revelations revealed, which I'm going to, I'm going to eventually put this online so that, everybody who wants it can buy it. I normally sell these at the summits that we have, but I'm going to also start selling them, put them online and stuff. Revelations revealed, right? So in it, I bring out about the 7 seals. And the 7 seals is like 7 books, right? But that are sealed. That are sealed. The only one that can open them is Hamashiach Yahushua.
That's right.
Okay? So go ahead, Yakana.
And I saw a strong angel proclaiming with a loud voice, who is worthy to open the book and to loose the seals thereof? And no man in heaven nor in earth, neither under the earth, was able to open the book, neither to look thereon. And I wept much because no man was found worthy to open and to read the book, neither to look thereon. And one of the elders said unto me, weep not, behold, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the root of David, have prevailed to open the book and to loose the 7 seals thereon.
So only Yahushua can loose the 7 seals. Con? And that's why when you read Matthew 24 again, the disciples asking those 3 questions. And then Yahushua goes on to answer the questions. Don't let nobody deceive you by any means, because only he can open the seals. And the first seal, when the first seal opens, which we're going to read in Revelation 6:1, that's the coming of the Antichrist. That would be the beginning of the tribulation period. Con? That's what you hear about, especially the war in Israel. Okay, leading up to, because the war in Israel is leading up to what? The Illuminati plan of the Third World War.
Third World War.
Okay, and we're going to read something about the 3 wars that were planned by Albert Pike. That's not the Most High's plan. That's their plan.
Yeah.
Con?
Con.
So when the Third World War happened, we still going to be here. Because it's not the Most High's plan, it's just their plan. So they can initiate their Luciferian world. Con?
Con.
All right. So you got the 7 books, and I'm going to just read this caption here that I wrote in this book called Revelations Revealed. It says, the seals can only be opened by Mashiach Yahushua, for he is the one who has prevailed to loose the 7 seals. No man in heaven, nobody in the earth, nobody under the earth can loose these seals except for Yahushua. The Most High has given him that glory, that honor to be able to loose the 7 seals. Okay? The book contains the contents of that which is sealed. So that's like you got 1 book. That's 1 seal, 1 book. Then you got another book. That's the 2nd seal.
There you go.
Each seal holds a certain content of what is Most High is going to release in the earth. Right? Okay. The seals which run concurrently. What does concurrently mean?
One after another.
Okay. One after another, but it means they will do what?
They just keep going.
They will keep going. They will merge into one another.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, the tribulation period is going to be something else. It says it's going to be a time that hasn't been since the earth was created. So we think we're in something now. People are too relaxed now. There's no sense of urgency now. We're not no tribulation period. Now, people are too relaxed. When the tribulation period comes, ain't going to be no relaxing. No. There's going to be fear amongst everybody. Even amongst our people. And we know we're the chosen, but it's still going to be fear because it's going to be death, destruction, and bloodshed all around.
Yes, sir.
Okay? So it means, concurrent means they're going to merge. So when the first seal happens, before the first seal ends, the 2nd seal would have started.
It's like a domino effect.
Yeah. Before the 2nd seal ends, the 3rd seal would have started. Okay? Until they end. So that's why you got to do what? Pray every day that the Most High protects you from all this thing. Okay? So it says the seals will run concurrently, not separately, but in conjunction with each other. Right, Con? The 7th seal includes everything that is going to happen during the sounding of the 7 trumpets and the pouring out of the 7 vials. Because 7 would mean what? It's going to be completion. So when you read about the 7 trumpets, the 7 vials, 7 plagues, they're really all what? The 7 seals being emitted or being opened.
Yeah.
Okay, the Most High just gave them different names, but it's all talking about the same thing. The 7 seals, all the seals being opened up. Son? That's why they're going to run into each other. And it's going to be hell on this earth.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Why? Because the Most High is going to change the world. He's going to change it.
Reboot.
So it's going to be a reboot.
Yes,
so when the Most High reboots something, he's going to cut one world off. And so there's got to be what? There's going to be in between that, there's got to be some kind of cataclysmic thing to happen to spring forward the new world.
Yeah.
Right? Which is going to be Israel. We're going to rule the next world of earth.
Yes.
And because the Most High don't need 8 billion people on earth, do he? No. Most High he's going to kill about a couple of billion people.
That's up to him.
Yeah. Well, we know what the scripture says. Most High don't need all these people, man. Too many. Like, he's right. It is too many people. Most High don't need all these people. He formed Israel with what? Only about 1 million of us came out of Egypt. 600,000 says footmen, but then the rest women and children. So you figure close to 1 million, maybe. That was it.
Yeah.
Right? Does the Most High need all these people out here? No. Right? A lot of them are wicked as hell anyway. They need to be put to death. Right? So that's the 7 seals. And then when you read the first seal, read from the first verse, 6th chapter, 1st verse, Revelation.
The book of Revelation, chapter 6, verse 1. And I saw when the Lamb opened one of the seals, and I heard as it were the noise of thunder, one of the 4 beasts saying, Come and see. And I saw, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat on him had a bow, and a crown was given unto him. And he went forth conquering and to conquer.
Now that is the first seal. Yahweh Shai has the ability to release the seals, right? Only he's been given that privilege to release the seals. When he's released it, it's going to be the coming of that. They know who the Antichrist is, the elite. But he's not revealed yet. They even got his seat in the Parliament building, I think, which is around, I think, by the Bilderbergers. Was it Luxembourg, I believe? In their Parliament, they got a seat that has 666 on it. Nobody sits in it. Right?
That's right.
Nobody sits in it. You can check it out. Nobody sits in it. Because they're waiting for who? The guy that they chose.
Yeah, God.
And he's going to be the Antichrist. He's going to be over the beast system. Okay, Khan? And he's going to be the guy. And the Most High going to show us who it is, but it's going to be the guy. Khan? The ones who are not sealed with the truth, they're going to be deceived by the guy. Because he's going to be the type of beast or false prophet or antichrist that can deceive. And it says he's going to deceive many. Done? All right. So this is the coming of the Antichrist. John, the Revelator John's on the island of Patmos. Okay? And when he was on the island of Patmos, this is around 95 AD, 96 AD. And he was banished there. The island of Patmos is a certain island off the coast of Greece. And he was banished there. The emperors of Rome put him there, banished him there. But the Most High wanted to be there so he can be private, so the Most High can show him the book of Revelation. Right? And so he can be alone and be private, and the Most High can deal with him. And so he's seen this vision. And he said he's seen what? A man on a white horse with a crown on his head. A crown means what? That he has what? Rulership. The Antichrist is going to be ruling. He's going to have rulership, and he's going to rule what? The different armies of the earth. NATO. He's going to rule America's military. NATO. The European militaries. He's going to rule all of them. Okay? It's coming. And so, and then he said, what? He's coming to do what? He had a bow in his hand. And he's coming to conquer and conquer. A bow is what? A ruling instrument. Killing instrument. I'm sorry. I said a killing instrument. It didn't say he had a bow and arrow. It just said he had a bow. Which means what? He's going to kill by any means necessary. That's what it means. If he wants to use poison the water, like in Flint, Michigan, he'll do that. If he wants to kill you and poison your food, and you go to Chick-fil-A, you go to the Chinese restaurant.
Yes, sir.
What about ShopRite with all the food, the chemicals in the food and the hormones and stuff in the food? They'll get you that way.
Growth hormone.
The Antichrist is gonna he's not gonna hold back. Any means he can kill you, he'll try to kill you.
Yeah.
Because he's working for the. It said what? Satan gave him his seat and authority. He's working for Satan. In the flesh, though, now.
In the flesh.
Okay? And he's coming to do what? He can't get to Yahushua no more. He's coming to do what? Coming to take out Yahushua's people.
Yes, sir.
Israel, us, the Hebrews.
Yeah.
That's what he's coming to do. And he's going to try to get as many of us as we can.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what he's coming to do. If it's through the COVID, they'll try to get you through that. Through all these so-called outlets, these medical centers, outlet medical centers, right? These emergency medical centers, whatever they have out, they get you through that.
Yeah.
Margaret Sanger said what? Planned Parenthood. Try to get the black woman to, abort her babies. They try to get you through that.
They want to control the numbers.
Everything. Okay? So this Antichrist is going to hold nothing back and try to get you. And if it means to like they've been doing it now, where they have the police have a license to kill Negroes.
Yeah. I fear for my life.
And increase it even more. Magnify it even more. So they're going to get you any way they can.
That's right.
So you got to stay in the spirit. See, that's why it says walk circumspectly.
Circumspectly. In the word.
Right? In wisdom and in knowledge. You know the police are ready to shoot you. You don't have to go off. If they stop you in your car, you don't have to go off. Because they looking to they want to shoot you. All you got to do is say he resisted arrest.
He got a gun.
He had a gun, but you had no gun, but they're going to say you had a gun.
They plant one on you.
And if they have to shoot you, you dead.
So,
It's over with. So they can make up anything they want. So you just got to be cool.
yeah, you got to be cool.
Yeah. Let Yahushua deal with them.
Yes.
And if they stop you, say, Yahweh Ba'asham Mashiach Yahushua. Get me out of this situation from these cops. Say it as soon as they stop you. Because you don't never know what can happen. When they come up behind you and they get their car and they walk towards you, you don't know what can happen.
That's right. It'll be too late.
It'll be almost too late. So, and never let your sons and daughters walk the streets. Because this human trafficking thing.
Oh, yeah, it's real.
It's real.
It's real, dog.
And this is the work of the coming of the Antichrist and all that. They're bringing it up.
That's right.
And they're snatching your children off the streets.
Yes, sir.
Understand? And when they sacrifice these children to Satan, the highest sacrifice is a Hebrew Israelite child. They'll snatch Edomite children too, but the highest one is a Hebrew Israelite child. And they can't find all these children. When they got satellites, they can see everything on the earth. But they're going to tell you, well, we can't find them no more. Because why? They're somewhere in the human trafficking. The black woman becomes a damn slave to some Arab way across the earth somewhere. And you never see them again. So this is what's happening. So they're coming to get you any way they can. So he got a bow, which means he's going to kill by any means necessary. This is going to happen in the beginning of the tribulation period. Okay, go ahead, Doc.
And after these things, I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth. Wait, that's not right.
6 and 1 and 2, 3 now?
Yeah. And when he had opened the second seal, I heard the second beast say, "Come and see." And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon, to take peace from the earth.
To do what?
To take peace from the earth.
To do what?
To take peace from the earth.
So taking peace from the earth means what?
War gonna be hell.
Wars, rumors of wars, going to be hell on this earth.
Yes,
This is the second seal now, right?
No peace. No peace.
We're in the second seal now. Which means what? The first seal is still going on, but now we're in the second seal. They're going to merge into one another, right? Now, is there peace in the earth now? No. But remember, what period is this? Tribulation period. It's a different, the peace taken from the earth is going to be on a different level.
Yeah.
Peace is taken from the earth now, but the tribulation period is going to rise to another level.
Yes, sir.
Such as we have never seen in the earth before, ever. So we gotta be prepared. See? And when we think we're prepared, don't deceive yourself. You may think you're prepared. Now when it comes, you say, wait a minute, I didn't expect this. Yeah. So expect it. Expect the unexpectable, right? Okay? Go ahead, Jack. Is that it on that the third verse? You take peace.
Verse 4. Yeah, it's 4. And there went out another horse that was red, and the power was given to him that sat on thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another.
They should do what?
Kill one another.
What should they do?
Kill one another.
They're going to kill one another.
What are you doing?
Right, they're already doing it. Didn't the Most High say the love of many shall do what?
Wax cold.
Wax cold. What's wrong, brother? I know, brother, there's something about you, brother. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, what are you talking about? Next thing you know, that love you used to have is gone.
Right. They're cloning people now.
Yeah.
Which means they ain't gonna have no soul.
Right. And the love, the man's enemy shall be them of his own household too. So where even your family members had love, you know, that natural love of your family, my brother, my sister, my mother, my father, all that's gone. Next thing you know, you hear of a man who killed his whole family. That happened a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Beautiful Israelite family, right? Gone. Yeah, I think he had about 2 or 3 children.
Yeah.
And they planned it. The mother and the father planned it.
It was premeditated.
Premeditated. Killed the whole. They didn't want the children to be left to anybody. They figured they would be a bother to somebody. No, they're not going to be a bother to nobody. If you want to kill yourself, you go do it, but leave your children alone, right? But the Most High had it where they killed the whole family. They did it. So things like that's going to happen on another level, though.
Yes.
Come? Good. Finish reading that.
And when he had opened the third seal.
Okay, so that's it, right? So now get 1 Thessalonians 3 and 5.
What is it again?
1 Thessalonians 3 and 5. So it says the second seal is going to take peace from the earth, right? Going to take it. How about take the peace? Right? Going to take the peace from the earth. And it's being taken now. They've already started, really. But they haven't issued it in the New World Order yet. But they've already started, right? But this is the Most High doing this, okay? But you got to remember, the Illuminati plans, they think that they're going to go contrary to the Most High. This is why they got their own plans. We're going to read some of this. They got their own plans, right? Because they're thinking they're going contrary to the Most High. But they don't know it's a chess game to the Most High.
Yeah.
Most High don't know. They don't know that the Most High will allow them to bring out their plans because why? The Most High's plans, Most High going to incorporate His plans in theirs.
Yeah.
The Most High said, "Yeah, go ahead. I want you to bring war, because I said there's going to be wars and rumors of wars. So the Illuminati, go ahead and bring out your war."
Yeah.
See? Understand? So go ahead, y'all can read that for us.
Book of 1 Thessalonians chapter 3 verse 5. For this cause, when I could no longer forbear, I sent to know your faith, lest by some means.
That was 1 Thessalonians?
Yeah, 3 and 5.
3 and 5?
That's it.
I wonder where it says, when they say peace, peace. Or is that,
Was that before 4-5?
it's 1 Thessalonians, right?
Yeah.
1 Thessalonians 5.
Let's go to 1 Thessalonians.
3 and 5.
It's 3 and 5, right?
Yeah, that's what I just read.
That's what he read.
Okay, go to, well, maybe it's 2 Thessalonians. It's some Thessalonians.
Okay, let's go second.
Is it, unless it's, is it 5 and 3? Yeah, go ahead, 5 and 3. That's probably what it is. 5 and 3, 1 Thessalonians 5 and 3? Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, read that.
The book of 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 verse 3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then suddenly destruction cometh upon them,
See?
as travail upon a woman with child.
So when they say peace and safety, what's happening?
Destruction.
Destruction. Right. Because the Most High said peace is going to be taken from the earth.
Ain't gonna be no
He's bringing that. All right? There's not going to be no peace.
Correct.
What is it, Isaiah 49:22? Read that real quick. I think that should be it. Isaiah 49:22.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 49.
I think it's 22, right?
22. Thus saith Yahweh, thy power, behold, I will lift up my hand to the Gentiles and set up my standard to the people. And they shall bring thy sons in their arms, and thy daughters shall be carried upon their shoulders.
Okay.
And kings shall be thy nursing fathers, and their queens thy nursing mothers. They shall bow down to thee with their face toward the earth, and lick up the dust.
I'm sorry, 48:22. 48:22.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 48, verse 22. There is no peace.
There's what?
There is no peace.
Is there any peace?
There
No
is
peace.
no peace.
Go ahead.
Saith the Lord unto the wicked.
So is there going to be any peace?
No, sir.
So as like these churches out here are teaching, let's pray for peace. Well, you're going against what the Most High is saying, right?
You're going praying.
You're going against what the
Ain't
Most
gonna
High
happen.
is
Ain't
saying.
gonna happen.
It's not going to happen. See, you got to understand, you got to follow what the Most High wants. It's His plans. So you got to follow what the Most High wants. He said there's not going to be any peace now. He said they're going to take peace from the earth. We're in a time where there's no peace, man. Okay? Because the wicked is ruling the earth. So there's not going to be any peace.
It says the people
Right?
scared.
So read that one more time, Dick, Job 9:24.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 48, 22. There is no peace, saith Yahweh, unto the wicked.
Okay, now who are the wicked? There's no peace. Job 9:24.
The book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
The earth is what?
Given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof.
And he covered the face of the judges. Who are the true judges? The 12 tribes of Israel, right? He covered our faces and gave you, of course, these Greek names, right? Black, called you Negro, West Indian, Haitian, Puerto Rican, Dominican, North American Indian, and so on and so forth, right? So he covered your faces, but it's given into their hands. The wicked is ruling the earth. That's what the Most High is saying. Who's ruling the earth? That's Esau, right? So-called white folk. That's them. They're ruling the earth. And wherever you go, you see an Edomite.
Edomite.
South Africa is Edomites, right? Africa, still Edomites are running it. That's why the Nigerians are trying to get the French out of there now. They're trying to get the Edomites out of there now.
Got the British out.
Yeah, they're trying to get these Edomites out of there now,
They ain't gonna happen.
right? But Esau, he'll kill every African leader he can. If, you know what I'm saying? They try to thoroughly and destroy them completely out of the land. Esau will go to war, man. He did it with Gaddafi. He said, Gaddafi, no, it's not going to be the United States of Africa. No. And they did what? They went over there and killed Gaddafi.
Yeah.
Gaddafi people live good. They have universal everything. Healthcare, everything. A woman has a baby,
$50,000.
they're given how much?
$50,000.
50,000. Oh, you pregnant? Here goes some money for that. Right?
Must be nice.
Everything. Oh, you want to buy a house? Here goes some money for that. Okay, you want to go to college? Why didn't you tell me? Here goes some money for that.
Citizenship, free.
Citizenship, everything.
Sir.
Then he said, matter of fact, because you have, I think the Sahara Desert is around here, right? Runs through Libya, right? He said, I'm going to build a pipeline through the desert. He was on his way of building a pipeline, a water pipeline through the desert, man. He was going to build this pipeline, and next thing you know, he was going to have an oasis inside in the desert. But they destroyed him before he could complete it.
Yeah.
So he had all of that, man. And he was saying, no more using the dollar. We're going to use Yeah, gold standard. He's going back to the gold standard.
Yeah.
So they had to kill him. You know what I'm saying?
They still talking about it.
Yeah.
The whole standard.
Saddam Hussein was talking about it too. Right? So he would kill everybody he can, man. Right? But the African leaders are talking about it like that now. They're saying, look, we got to get rid of this man out of our land. And from using our resources and abusing our resources. Okay? So, you read that, right? Where were you at? Job 9:24. Finish that.
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, wherein who is he?
So that's the wicked. That's Esau. All right? He covers the face of the judges thereof. If he's not the wicked, then who is he? Who is this man? Right?
Yes, sir.
So now, here it is here, right? 3 world wars. And when you read in the book of Revelation, it teaches you about there's going to be one woe, there's going to be a second woe, and the third woe cometh quickly. And I know a lot of brothers make the mistake and think that's World War I, World War II, World War III. It's not. Those woes are something different. Con? Those woes are something different. Which, let's go to that woe, Yakan, the first one. That's Revelation 9 and 12. Revelation 9 and 12. Because remember, Revelation is a book that teaches you that this is going to be during the time of the tribulation period, right? That's 7 last years of the 70 weeks.
Right.
So these woes that we're going to read about is not happening now.
No, futuristic.
It's futuristic. You got to remember, Revelation didn't happen yet.
Right.
We were taught at one time it did happen, didn't happen yet. Okay? That's why it's called the book of what? Disclosure.
Yes.
Okay? Revelation means what?
Reveal.
To reveal or what? Disclose.
Disclose.
The word is apocalypse. It means to unveiling, uncover, or disclose. Translated from the Greek word apocalypse, which means uncovering.
What's the Hebrew word for it? Should the Greek word.
Yeah, that's the Greek word. Why? Because I'll show you the Hebrew word after the class, but because we understand that the New Testament was mostly written in Greek.
At that time.
So that's at that time. So that's why we
It don't have no value for us.
yeah. But that's why we go with that word. That's what that word represents in Greek, apocalypse. All right. So read that, Yakanan.
The book of Revelation chapter 9, verse 12. One woe is past, and behold, there come 2 woes more hereafter.
Now you see that what the Most High is showing us? One woe is past. This is during the tribulation period.
Right.
Now, as you read up above that, right? It'll tell you what that woe is talking about. Okay? Now I don't want to read all of this, but let's read that first verse, Yakanan, 9 and 1.
The book of Revelation chapter 9, verse 1. And the 5th angel sounded, and I saw a star fall from heaven unto the earth, and to him was given the key of the bottomless pit.
Right. See? There was a star that fell from heaven, and to him was given the key of the bottomless pit. You know what the bottomless pit is?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. The bottomless pit is really a spiritual place where demons dwell at. And it's spiritual. It's an actual place where demonic forces dwell at.
Yes, sir.
Okay? And the Most High has the key to it. And these demonic forces are going to be unleashed on the earth during the tribulation period. Con? They're real, brother. It's real. Okay? Now, somebody mentioned clones and all that.
Yeah.
Well, those are demons, huh?
Oh, yeah.
when Esau cloned somebody, and then that clone is walking around the earth, what spirit is that in that clone? That ain't a spirit from the Most High.
Demonic spirit.
It's not a natural spirit. Do you understand? It's a demonic spirit. So these demons are already, some of them are already in the earth, right? Okay? And they got lots of clones out there.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? Lots of clones. They say Jamie Foxx was cloned. But he don't look the same. Okay? Huh?
He light skin with freckles.
Light skin with freckles. So he don't look the same. So there's clones everywhere, right? If they can clone a goat or a lamb, which you know they done that, they clone all the chicken you eat now.
Yeah.
Oh, you think that's real chicken you eat?
Oh.
That ain't real chicken, that's clone chicken.
Fake chicken with fake rice.
Defiled. We eat it. Most of us say we're going to eat defiled bread amongst the Gentiles. So we eat it. And why are you still alive? Because the Most High commanded you to still be alive and eat defiled. It has to manifest itself, right?
Yes, sir.
He said, we're going to eat defiled bread, you're eating it, and you're still alive. Which you should be dead, but we're still alive.
Yeah.
Only the grace of Hamashiach Yahushua was keeping you alive.
Yes, sir.
All this meat and stuff you're eating, there's not enough chickens in the world for all these chicken places. There's not enough chickens out there. They can't reproduce these chickens fast enough for these chicken places. So you can clone. So if they can clone an animal, they can clone a human. So there's a lot of humans cloned.
True, man.
And so what spirit is in them? Demonic forces. They're not natural spirits from the Most High. So you don't know who you're talking to out there in the world. Right? All right? So this is a spiritual underground where demonic forces dwell at. And it's real. Okay? All right, go ahead, Yakunan. Second verse.
And he opened the bottomless pit, and there arose a smoke out of the pit, and the smoke of a great furnace. And the sun and the air were darkened by reason of the smoke of the pit. And there came out of the smoke locusts upon the earth, and upon them was given power, as the scorpions of the earth have power.
Right. So now the Most High is going to release these scorpion-like demonic forces. Come in the earth. This is during the tribulation period. Are you prepared for that? See?
Get prepared.
Right, better get prepared. Okay, now, the fourth verse is going to tell you what the Most High commanded them. So we know this didn't happen yet, come?
Yeah.
So we know it's still in the future. It didn't happen yet. But what did the Most High command? Go ahead, huh?
And it came, it's like,
And
it was commanded.
Uh-huh.
I'm about to.
Yeah.
That they should not hurt the grass of the earth, neither any green thing, neither any tree, but only those men which have not the seal of Yahweh in their foreheads.
Okay, I mean, you can go over there. I'll have them read. Okay. So it said, so everybody turn to Revelation 9:4. And it was commanded them that they should not hurt the grass of the earth, neither any green thing, right? Neither any tree, but only those men which have not the seal of the Most High in their forehead. How about that? So the seal of the Most High is what? This word, this truth. Knowing your identity.
Right.
The law, statutes, commandments. Have the seal of the Most High in you. That's why the Most High is bringing you into the truth. That's why he woke you up now. He woke you up now for what? So that you can have the seal, so you can be delivered and saved. Come?
Yes, sir.
Because if you don't have this seal, when these scorpion-like demonic forces come, they're going to attack you. So some of these scorpion-like demons are going to attack some of our people. Because they're not going to have the seal. Come?
Come.
We know they're going to attack the Gentile nation, but they're going to attack some of our people too. Right? So it's a blessing that you're waking up now. Come? All right?
Part of the mission.
All right, so we're going to read Revelation 9:5.
And to them it was given that they should not kill them, but they should be tormented 5 months. And their torment was as the torment of scorpions when he striketh a man.
See what the scorpion-like demon is going to do? The Most High said, no, you're not going to kill the man. I just want you to torment him.
Yeah.
Killing is better, right? take you out, you bet you in the spiritual world, you ain't got to deal with it. But now the Most High keep you alive and torment you, that's worse. That's what's coming.
Yes, sir.
So we got to prepare ourselves. That's what's coming in the earth, right? See? Imagine a demon coming after you. They showed you that when Eddie Murphy did The Golden Child, right? Remember that movie?
Yes.
Remember the demon was always following the dragon was flying around trying to chase him, but he had to do what? Stay in the spirit. Remember the test that he had to do? He had to walk a straight line. He had to get the keys and all that. Remember?
Yes.
What were they really showing in that movie? That one, you are the chosen, and that two, you're gonna be going through these trials and tribulations. See, he still know who you are. That's why he did the movie. He knows who you are, and he showed what Satan is gonna be after you. Didn't that demon come to Eddie Murphy when he was asleep?
Yes.
And spoke to him. That's how they come to you sometimes. But sometimes we give into it. Sometimes we give into it. But that's where the grace come in, and you pray the Most High, repent and all that. You know what I'm saying? But it's a trial period, right? He said, I'm going to try you as gold is tried in the fire.
That's right.
Eddie Murphy had the fire on one side, he had something else, and he had to walk. Remember? Good. So we're going to go through that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Salaka, you just said it earlier when he said that the spirit was put on a man when he killed his wife and his 4 kids.
Yeah.
Satan
Talking to him, right? And he fell right into it. He fell right into the, right? Satan's a spiritual foe. So we're flesh. So when we need to rest and all that, Satan mostly come at you when what?
Sleep.
Like in your sleep or when you're vulnerable.
Yeah.
When you're going through something, you're vulnerable. That's when, you know, in those cartoons, you would see a demon on the left side and an angel on your right. Right? And normally, when you're tempted, your first thought is, don't do it. That's the angel on the right telling you.
Yes, sir.
But what do we normally do? Second guess ourselves.
What the devil said.
Yeah. Your first thought to say, I shouldn't be doing this. That's the righteous angel telling you, don't do it.
Yeah.
You were right. But then you fall prey because that demon is like, no, go ahead and do it. Go ahead. It's no problem. Matter of fact, you're going to even get away with it. And you keep on listening to it, and then you fall into it. Right? So that's what we're dealing with. And them demons are coming.
Yes, sir.
But during this time, you're actually going to see them. Right? They're going to be manifested, right?
Yeah.
You're actually going to see them. Now you don't see them so much, but you're going to see them. Yeah. Okay? So go ahead, huh? Read that 6th verse. You read that, right? Did you read the 6th verse?
No, I didn't.
No, go ahead.
And in those days shall man seek death, and shall not find it.
You're not going to find it. I want to die. I don't want to go through this.
Jump off the roof.
Right. Understand? I don't want to go through this. It's too much for me. Most I said, but you're not going to be able to even kill yourself.
Nope.
I'm not even going to allow you to do that.
Nope.
I'm going to torment you some more.
Nope.
Go ahead.
And shall desire to die, and death shall flee from them.
How about that? You won't even be able to die. Right?
Shut up.
Right. So, remember, these demonic forces only have what? For 5 months. They'll be able to torment people. And there's going to be millions of them. They were just tormenting people all over the place, right?
All over the place.
Okay, this is literal. Okay, this is literally going to happen during the tribulation period. So, you haven't seen nothing yet. So when you hear, a brother, a black family, and he kills his wife and all his children, you think that's something? You haven't seen nothing yet. Right? Go ahead, up.
And the shape of the locusts were like unto horses prepared unto battle, and on their heads were, as it were, crowns like gold, and their faces were as the face of men.
Right. Okay, so now John is describing how they look and how he's seeing it in the vision. And this is how they're going to look. And how it says here how they look, that's how, when they come, how they're going to look. Most High gave us a description of them, right? That's how they're going to look. They're going to have faces like men, right? These are locusts now. And they're going to be like unto horses, meaning as big as horses. So they're going to be as big as people. Right? We know locusts to be these little bugs that, you know, right? You can swat that and kill that, but you ain't killing these, right? Prepared until they're ready for battle. Okay? And on their heads were as crowns like gold, and their faces are the faces of men. So you're going to be looking at something that looks like a man at you, but it's going to have wings, and it's going to be tormenting.
Given physical form.
Given physical form. Right? Okay? That's coming, man. Okay, go ahead, up.
And they had hair as the hair of women, and their teeth were as the teeth of lions.
How about that? See, give them a description. Hair like hair. They're going to have long hair, whatever.
Vanity.
Right? Teeth. They're going to have teeth, everything. Right? Go ahead, up.
And they had breastplates, and it were breastplates of iron. And the sound of their wings were as the sound of chariots, of many horses running to battle.
Wow. How about that? Even now, if you hear a flock of birds, sometimes you could hear it, right?
Yeah.
Imagine hearing this.
Yeah.
Right?
It's gonna be crazy.
It's going to terrify people,
Yeah.
right? So it's coming. So you got to realize this is going to manifest itself in these last days. What's coming? Yeah.
Now, these are the things that's going to attack those that don't have the seal.
You're right. They're only going to attack the ones, if you have the seal, and your Yahushua is with you, you have the seal, they're not going to come after you. They're only going to come after the ones who don't have the seal. That's why in Ezekiel 9, which we should probably read, it said, the angels came to the prophets and the heads of the city and said, set a mark upon the foreheads of the ones that sigh and cry. But the ones who don't, let these demonic forces attack them. Attack them, and he said, get a killing instrument in your hand. And these angels went and was destroying them. Men, women, children, the one that didn't have the mark. See, so the mark, this is really saying the same thing here as in Ezekiel 9. The mark is what? See? Right, this is the mark.
Seal of the Most High Yahweh.
Right, that's the seal. That's why the Most High is waking you up now. So you get the seal, so when the Most High unleashes these demons, they won't come near you. Or your household, or your children. You understand what I'm saying?
As in the days of Noah.
As in the days of
I'm
Noah.
sorry, Pharaoh.
Yeah, as the day of Pharaoh, right. Come on. Right? Go ahead, up.
Verse 10. And they had tails like unto scorpions, and there were stings in their tails, and their power was to hurt men 5 months.
How many months?
5 months.
How about that? So they're only giving 5 months. But do you know the havoc they're going to wreak when they come? And people are going to want to die, but they're not going to be able to. So that means they're going to be messed all up. Bloodshed everywhere. And they're still going to be alive, huh? See? Okay? So that means these demonic forces are they're in the command of the Most High, but they're going to be controlled. So the Most High is saying, this is what I want you to do, and then that's it. Come? Okay, for 5 months. So go ahead, up.
And they had a king over them, which is the angel of the bottomless pit, whose name in Hebrew tongue is Abaddon, but in the Greek tongue have his name Apollyon.
So that king, that means destruction or destroyer. Abaddon or Apollyon means destroyer. Now some people would say that this is Satan over them, but the Most High, they're going to give Satan a key to the bottomless pit. Right? They're going to give Satan a key to the bottomless pit. Okay? That's like giving a psycho a key to, you know what I'm saying? A pedophile a key to a daycare center. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's like doing, right? So I don't see the Most High giving Satan the key, but this particular angel who was like over them was like over them to keep everything in line in the bottomless pit, and the Most High giving the key to open it up and unleash them. And Apollyon means like destroyer. Okay? So now, the 12th verse says what?
One woe is past.
Now, what is the one woe now? Everything you just read. Did that has anything to do with World War I? Nothing. Nothing about World War I. Con? Now I know a lot of people say, oh, because war means what?
Destruction.
Destruction. Catastrophe. Construction, right? So that's not World War I. So y'all understand? So now I'm gonna read World War I here. This is the Albert Pike letter to Mazzini. Albert Pike letter to Mazzini. Mazzini was the Italian leader. This is around 1870s, Con? And he sent this letter. Okay, Albert Pike. Albert Pike was a Freemason, Luciferian Satanist, Con? And they drew up these plans for 3 world wars. Okay? And they already had World War I, they already had World War II. So are their plans happening? Yes. The plan, everything the Illuminati has is going according to plan. Gun? But that's not the Mossad's plans. Because you got to remember the Mossad's plans is the plan that stand, right? That's what we going by. Gun? So let's just read World War I here, right? Let me just read up top here so you get some edification. The following is a letter that speculation claimed that Albert Pike wrote to Giuseppe Mazzini in 1871 regarding a conspiracy involving 3 world wars, that were planned in an attempt to take over the world. Are they on their way in trying to do that? Yes, they are. The Pike letter to Giuseppe Mazzini was on display in the British Museum Library. So now you can pretty much pull this offline now. They don't even care if you see it or read it, right? Wow. Because who could stop them? Nobody. It has to be the Mossad and Yahushua can stop, right? So you can't even stop them. So they don't even care if you know about this. Okay? Displayed in the Museum Library in London until 1977. So they did take it out of the library, the Museum Library in London. This letter has been claimed by many internet sites to reside in the British Library in London, which denies the letter exists, but we know it exists. Giuseppe Mazzini was an Italian revolutionary leader of the mid-1800s as well as the director of the Illuminati. Albert Pike was a 33-degree Freemason, occultist, Grand Master, and creator of the southern jurisdiction of the Masonic Scottish Rite Order. Okay, this is what he wrote about the 3 World War plan. Okay, now this is the First World War, which a lot of brothers think that woe is the First World War. It's not. Okay, the First World War must be brought about in order to permit the Illuminati to overthrow the power of the czars in Russia. Did they do that? Yes, they did it. Who ruled Russia for over 1,000 years? Negroes. The czars of Russia were Negroes. Putin just released what? What did Putin just release?
Our identity.
The icon. Yeah, right. Our identity. The icons of Russia. Which I have that book. I should have brought it. You ever see that Russian icon book that people? I had that book for over 20 years. We've been telling you this for over 20-something years. But now they say, oh, Putin, he brought out the truth. No, we've been bringing it out for over 20 years. There's videos of brothers back in the early 1990s bringing out about the Russian icons. We've been teaching this on the streets since then. I had the book for over 20-something years. I've done classes on it and everything. But all of a sudden, Putin is a great man. He brought out the truth. No, we've been brought it out. But you don't believe that until a white man bring it out. And that's the problem. So you're dealing with our people. You don't believe that until Esau bring it out. But we bring it out, how do you know that? And then you question, how come you don't question Putin? But you want to question the brothers, the prophets of the Most High, you want to question us. But the czars of Russia were black. We ruled Europe for 1,000 years. That's what Putin is really bringing out. And then, of course, the icons about Yahushua being black, the disciples being black, the apostles being black, the prophets being black, Israel being black.
That the Bible is a black man's book.
The Bible's a black man's book.
Right.
They know it. And another thing, Putin's been ruling Russia for a long time. Why now? See, why now? And it's the Most High got him doing it now, but why now? It's a chess game. Because Putin got it. Remember, in the Illuminati world, they're divided against one another, right?
You talking about Putin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Satan is divided against Satan. If Satan divides himself against himself, what happens? He cannot stand. Remember, Putin kicked out the Rothschilds out of Russia. The Rothschilds, of course, their main thing is to build a central bank in every major continent and country there is, right? Putin said, Rothschilds, get the hell out of Russia.
Mm-hmm.
So that means in the Illuminati world, the elite, they're divided on how to go about setting the new world order up. And that's Yahushua is doing. He said, if Satan divides against Satan, they cannot stand. That's why it tells you about that fourth beast you read about in Daniel 7, which is the Roman Empire. They're going to be partly what? Partly clay and partly iron. Clay cannot stick to iron.
No.
So it becomes like brittle, right?
It's like
It'll eventually what? Fall apart.
It's like water and oil.
And that's what Putin represents.
Yeah.
A reverse of Joseph when he says that what Putin meant for evil, the Most High meant for good.
Good, right.
This is a revelation to us that Northern Kingdom, because
Right.
it's coming out of Esau's mouth.
Right.
But Putin meant it to take and break the strength in the back
Exactly.
of so-calls here in America.
Yeah, exactly. And so the Most High is causing all that division in the Illuminati world, right, Con? So here it says, the First World War must be brought about in order to permit the Illuminati to overthrow the power of the Tsars in Russia. The Tsars in Russia were all black. Peter the Great was black. Okay, black man. They know that.
Yeah.
Okay?
We just didn't know at one time.
And all the Tsars in Russia were black until this First World War. That's what it was about. Okay? Then it says, and of making that country a fortress of atheistic communism. So who created communism? The Illuminati.
Of course.
For political reasons.
Yeah.
Okay? To eventually bring in their new world order. Communism would have to be about the negative of in their political world, their society. So communism was always, the negative political party, right? You know what I'm saying? It was always that negative thing, right? Remember, order out of chaos. They always gotta have someone playing the negative part as well as the good part. Russia represented the communism, the bad part. Okay. The divergence caused by the agents of the Illuminati between the British and the Germanic empires will be used to foment this war. At the end of the war, they already planned it in the 1870s, right? That's at the end of the war. Communism will be built and used in order to destroy the other governments, which it did.
Right.
Okay, and in order to weaken the religions. So that's why communism was spread all over the world. And remember, when Reagan got in office, he said, break down these walls and all that, because communism was all over Europe. Right? That was part of the Illuminati plan.
Yeah.
Everything was going according to plan.
So it's Christianity.
Right. So that was World War I. And they brought World War I, had all these the big governments in World War I, America, Britain, Europe, Germany, Russia, right?
Yeah.
And then at the end of it, it started around 1970 and ended around 1921. Right, Con? And sure enough, communism was established. And the Most High allowed them to do this. This is their plan. Now, what do we read about the First War? It had nothing to do with World War I. See? It didn't even happen yet, Con? Amazing, huh? That's amazing. Most High is something, right?
Yes, he is.
So, now the second woe is Revelation 11:14. just read the second one. We're not going to read all that, but just read 11:14. Revelation 11:14, right.
The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly.
Wow. The second woe is past, and the third woe cometh quickly. Now, when you read in Revelation 11, it's concerning what? The two prophets, right? The two prophets that are going to come in the end. Read the third verse. Go up to the third verse. We're not going to read all of it for saving time sake.
11:3.
Yeah, 11:3.
And I will give power unto 2 witnesses, and they shall prophesy 1,260 days, clothed with sackcloth. And there are Shalahi. And Shalahi. These are the 2 olive trees and 2 candlesticks standing before the Yahweh of the earth.
Now, these two prophets are what? They are who?
They're going to another kingdom.
Okay, that's one understanding. But these two prophets are going to be actual 2 men that the Most High is going to send in the last days. One's going to have the spirit of Elijah, and one is going to have the spirit of Moses. Why do we know this? Because of the kind of power that they exhibit. Okay? Because the kind of power they exhibit, Elijah had that type of power, and the other one had the type of power that Moses exhibited. Okay? But then also, as you go, and also another breakdown is Judah and Israel. Okay? But when you break it all the way down, it's talking about 2 distinct men. And these are the witnesses of the Most High. They got to come before the end comes. Now, what's it say about these men? Now, the 1,260 days called in sackcloth is what? How many days is that? How many years is that? 3.5. So, there is a tribulation period, and then there's a great tribulation period. The first half of the tribulation period, that's the first 3.5 years. The second half is called what? The great tribulation period. Wait a minute. Okay, there's going to be a tribulation period, then there's going to be a greater tribulation than the tribulation period we just went through? Yes.
Yeah. Ain't over.
It's not over. That's why you don't know what we're going through, what we're about to go through. That's why, and Yahushua spoke about that. We'll read Matthew 24 in the beginning, right? And just hold that and get Matthew 24, 21. Matthew 24, 21, real quick. There's going to be a greater tribulation period than the tribulation period. Can you understand that? It's going to go on another level.
Yeah. Keep going.
So you think you're going through something now. That's why the Most High says, blessed is the man who endures to the end. Okay? Okay, good. Read that for us.
Matthew 24,
21.
21. But then shall be great tribulation.
What? There should be what?
Great tribulation, such as was since the beginning of the world.
Not even like in the beginning of the world. In other words, the beginning of the world was a little bit easier than what's coming, right? Come? That great tribulation period is what? It's going to be the last half of the 7 years. It's going to be a 7-year tribulation period, but the last half of it is at 1,200, okay? Which is what? 3.5 years.
3.5 years.
Okay? That's what that is. So, now you can go back to Revelation 11 and 3. That 1,203 score days, right, is like 3.5 years.
And that's measured by our calendar.
That's measured by the Most High's calendar.
Most High.
Right.
That's what I wanted to know.
Okay? It's a 3.5 year period. Okay? Then you get the first half, 3.5 years, and the second half, 3.5 years, which is what? 7.
7.
Right. Got it? So you got the tribulation period, 3.5 years. Then the great tribulation period, another 3.5 years. During the Great Tribulation period is when these two witnesses are going to appear. Con? Okay. And it says, the Most High's, John had described them as 2 olive trees and 2 candlesticks standing before Yahweh of the earth. Yes, Judah and Israel, but it's also bring it all the way down to these 2 distinct men. Okay? How do we know? Now when you read the 5th verse, go ahead, read the 5th verse up.
And if any man will hurt them,
If any man does what?
if any man will hurt them,
Go on.
fire proceeded out of their mouth.
So if any man come in these 2 men, and more than likely they're going to be in Israel prophesying. We're going to see them. We're going to hear about them. They're going to be in Israel prophesying. Because everything is going down in Israel. Everything's going down there. Right? That's the Most High's holy land. So everything's going to happen there. So more than likely you're going to see these 2 prophets appear in Israel. And they're going to be prophesying. Okay? For 3.5 years they're going to be prophesying. And if any man try to come near them or do anything, go ahead.
Fire proceeded out of their mouth.
Fire going to come out their mouth. Go on.
Devoureth their enemies.
Devoureth.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Devoureth.
what he said.
Yeah. Okay.
Devoureth their enemies. And if any man will hurt them, he must in his manner be killed.
He must in this manner
This man.
be killed. So what are these 2 prophets going to do? They're going to kill anybody try to come against them.
You burn them up with fire.
In those 3.5 years. Come?
Done.
All this got to happen.
Yeah.
Which we know this ain't happened yet, so it's not didn't come yet, right?
Take place.
Okay. Go on, 6th verse.
These have power to shut heaven that it rain not in the days of their prophecy.
Now, who did that when you read the scriptures? Elijah. That's why I said they would have the spirit of these 2 men.
Yes.
Elijah did that. Okay? Shut heaven up! Well, it don't even rain. How much power? That's a lot of power, ain't it?
Yes, sir. It does. More power than we know.
What did Yahweh try to say? He said, I will give you the keys to the kingdom of heaven. He told Peter that. I will give you the keys, and whatever you bound on earth shall be bound in heaven.
See, greater works shall you do.
Right, greater works. So in righteousness, if we go to the Most High, say the Most High, shut the heavens where it don't rain on that city or that area, the Most High shut it down.
Tell the sun to stop.
Right. The Most High will do it. He ain't going to do it for us now. We ain't right now. You got to be right.
We on the way, though.
Yeah, you understand? So, okay, go ahead up.
And have power over water to turn them to blood.
Who did that? Moses did that, right? So more than likely, the Most High going to bring these 2 men who had that same spirit that Elijah and Moses had. Come?
Yeah.
Okay? We can't turn water into blood now.
No, sir.
Okay? But Moses did do that, right?
Can't even turn it to one.
Right. We get it. Right. Right. Okay, go ahead up.
And to smite the earth with all plagues as often as they will.
How about that? So they won't even be finished. They're going to turn water to blood. They're going to shut the heavens, but they're going to bring all kinds of plagues as often as they seem fit. Just as Moses did, right? So, are the plagues that Moses brought from the Most High, are they coming back? Yes.
Yes, sir.
They're coming back. We're going to see every last one of them. Why? Because this is second Egypt. America is known as second Egypt. So it's all coming back. Come? All right. Now, is this telling you anything about World War II? Nothing about World War II here, is it? Right? Okay. Now, I don't want to go into all that, but I just want to give you an idea. Okay, so read 7. I'm just going to read up to 8 or 9. So read 7.
And when they shall have finished their testimony, the beast of the ascendeth out of the bottomless pit.
The beast that ascendeth out of the bottomless pit
shall make war against them, and shall overcome them and kill them.
How about that? So this is talking about when they finish their testimony. The Most High is going to allow the Antichrist to kill them.
To rise up.
Right, to kill them. Come?
Yes, sir.
Most High is going to allow that then, because the testimony is finished now.
Yeah.
Right? And to kill them. And this is going to be, they said the beast, meaning they're talking about the Antichrist. Come? We're going to know the Antichrist is going to be on the scene by this time, right? Because we read that in Revelation 6:1, right? He's going to be on the scene. Okay, go ahead, up. Read 8 verse.
And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which the...
Okay, the great city. Now, now we're going to get a little deep here.
Go ahead.
The great city is what? No. Go further. The great city.
Egypt.
No, the great.
America.
Yeah.
America? No, he's a good dude. We got
The
good.
great city of the Most High.
Yeah,
Jerusalem.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great city.
We gotta come back across the water.
Right. Now I know this is broken down as it's talking about America too, because it's somewhat twofold, right?
Okay.
But when you really break it down, the great city is what? Jerusalem.
Jerusalem.
Okay. Their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city. Talking about Jerusalem. Come. Yes, our dead bodies are here too. Okay. Our dead bodies are here too. Right. Because why? Jerusalem is what? A people and a what? And a place. So yeah, even though we're over here,
Culture.
Jerusalem is over here too. Why? Because we're here.
Yes.
See, wherever we at, Jerusalem is at.
That's real. Oh man.
You understand?
Oh man.
Right. But now during this time, it's going to be, this is actually talking about the place. Gun? We're going on a high level here.
It's all right. Keep going.
Okay.
Doc.
But always remember, Jerusalem, Israel, Zion is a people and a place. Okay? The Most High considers you Zion. But Zion is also what? The place.
Place. Yeah.
Most High considers you Israel. Won't we the Israelites?
That's right.
But Israel is also what?
A place.
A place.
Yeah.
Okay? So their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city. Go on.
And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt.
Now, how about that? Is it America is spiritually called Sodom, right?
Yes.
And we know it's the second Egypt.
Yes.
But I got news for you. What about Israel? It's spiritually called Sodom and Egypt too.
Yes.
Don't they have gay parades over there, all that over there in Israel?
Gay what?
Gay parades.
Oh, I
Homosexuals and everything over there too, right?
Are they? I don't know.
No, they are. They are.
I'm going.
And then we serve captivity over there, and isn't there bondage over there?
Oh,
So it's Egypt is the Greek word, means bondage. So bondage too.
yeah.
So we're going on another high level. I know he's snoring, but you can just tap him up.
Sorry, leave me.
You know, I
You're in the right place.
Yeah. Okay. Now we're going to finish it where
where also our Hamashiach Yahushai was crucified.
and where was Yahushua crucified? He wasn't crucified over here, was it?
No. Across the water.
In Israel, right?
Israel. Yes.
Jerusalem, right, Con? So this is going on another level for you. All right. So these two prophets, their dead bodies are going to lie in the streets over there in Jerusalem for what? 3.5 days. Okay. For 3.5 days, their bodies going to lie in the streets. Con? Okay. Go ahead, up.
And they of the people and kindred and tongues and nations shall see their dead bodies 3 days and 3 days and a half.
How long?
3 days and a half.
For 3 days and a half. They're going to see their dead bodies in the street because nothing's going to be done to them. The Most High want it like that.
Yeah.
'Cause what is the Most High going to do?
There's a purpose in it.
Go ahead, yeah. Go ahead. Read
And shall not suffer their dead bodies to be put in graves.
They're going to suffer their dead bodies to be put in graves. Right, Con? Okay? Because when we pass away over here or whatever, our dead bodies are put in graves.
Yeah.
Even though the scripture says we are the valley of the dry bones, right? And which means we're dead, but we're living. We're the living dead, right? And that's why your bodies can't be put in graves because you're the living dead. But when you actually die, you're put in the grave. All right. So that's why it's given that twofold understanding. It's talking about us over here, because we're the valley of the dry bones. You read in Ezekiel 37.
Yes.
Okay, but also on a higher level now, it's talking about the two witnesses, and their dead bodies are going to lie in the streets over there in Jerusalem 3 days and a half. Why? Go ahead, Up.
10. And they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them, and make merry, and shall send gifts one to another, because these two prophets tormented them that dwelt on the earth.
Right. So these two prophets are going to torment them with what? The word of the Most High. Okay. What's about to happen? What's going to come? Their destruction. Okay. Just like they try to torment us when we go out there and teach, right? They want to kill us.
Yeah.
But the only thing that protects us is what? The Most High.
That's right.
You don't think if they can kill you, they would? That's what they want to do.
Oh yeah, dog. Shut you
Okay?
up.
So they're being tormented by this word every day, every week. All over America, brothers are going out in different cities, right? Teaching the word of the Most High, tormenting them. Teaching them what? This is what the Most High says is coming. Death, destruction, bloodshed, it's prophesied in the Bible. They don't want to hear that. All right?
All they want to do is party.
Right. So the second the two witnesses come, they're going to torment them and teach them the word of the Most High, what's about to come. Read the 11th verse.
And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from Yahweh entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them.
How about this? So after 3 days and a half, right? Now the Most High is going to revive them, resuscitate them, and they're going to be risen up, just like Beam Me Up Scotty, right? And the chariot of the Most High is going to come, and they're going to be risen up, and they're going to see their dead bodies rise up.
Right.
Okay? Just like when the angels come to deliver us out of America and the lands that we've been sold as captives, the chariots are going to come, and they're going to beam us right on up. That so-called rapture, they call it rapture, but that's not in the scriptures. The word is not in the scriptures. But that so-called, right, that so-called rapture is only going to happen for Israel. Other nations and all that is not going to be included in that. That's only going to happen for Israel. Come? Okay, the churches make you think everybody's going to be included. No, everybody's not going to be included.
Well, in verse 9 it says, be a number that no man can number.
Right.
That's
So
what it
it's
says.
only Israel.
Right.
Okay? And so this is what's going to happen to the two witnesses. And they're going to behold their dead bodies rising up. Okay, go ahead, Up.
12. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, Come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them.
Right. See, so the enemies are going to look at aren't these the same men we just killed 3 days ago? And they're going to say it with you too when you get risen up.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, this is the Most High's chosen, these niggas? They walk around with their pants hanging down?
Yes, sir.
The Negro woman walking around with blonde hair and weaves? This is them? They don't know their head from the hole around? These are the chosen people? And they're going to see you being beamed up.
Beamed up.
Right? Okay.
But not like Scotty.
And go ahead now read the 13th verse.
And the same hour was there a great earthquake.
Now the earthquake is going to come in that same hour when these two witnesses are beamed up. Okay, go on.
And the 10th part of the city fell.
And part of the city is going to fall. This is in Jerusalem. It's going to fall.
Yeah.
The Most High is going to cause it to fall. Jerusalem is going to go through a multitude of changes.
Yeah. Transformation.
Mountains are going to be moved. Okay. Where there was desert, it's not going to be desert no more. Okay. Different things are going to be moved around. Because when we rule the earth, things is not going to be the same way. Israel is going to go through a makeup change. Yahweh is going to do it. Come? Mosiah is going to do it. It's going to go through a whole change. So when he brings these earthquakes and stuff like that, that means the Mosiah is changing things around. You know, sometimes in your house you want to change furniture around and make it look different. Well, the Mosiah ain't going to keep it the same way. He's going to change it around, make it look different for us.
My wife, she came around every week.
Right. Right. So when this great earthquake comes, it's going to kill a lot of people.
Yeah.
Okay? Or it's going to kill a lot of people. Go ahead, Art. 10th part.
And in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000.
How many?
7,000.
How many?
7,000.
That means completion.
Yeah.
A lot of people are going to be killed. This is in Israel, right? Go on.
Yes, sir.
And the remnants were
Frighted.
affrighted and gave glory to Yahweh of heaven.
Okay. Now read that 14th verse again.
14.
Yeah.
The second woe is past.
Wait a minute.
He said,
So where's World War II at? Did you read anything about World War II there?
Nothing.
No, it's not World War II.
No.
I just said, woe, meaning great destruction. That great earthquake is probably going to bring that destruction. But that's not a world war. Understand what I'm saying? So now, World War II. We read World War I, right?
Yeah.
The Mazzini Pipe Letter. The Second World War must be formed by taking advantage of the differences between the fascists and political Zionists. Who are the political Zionists? The so-called Jews.
That's right.
Who are the fascists? Remember Hitler, his fascist society? Okay. They're going to take advantage of the difference between fascism and political Zionists. This war must be brought about so that Nazism is destroyed and that the political Zionism be strong. Be strong enough to institute a sovereign state of Israel in Palestine. They did that, didn't they?
1948.
In 1948, under the British mandate, Palestine was formed where the so-called fake Jews, the Ashkenazi Jews, can go over there and take it over. From the Ottoman Turk babies, that's all they are. The Palestinians are Ottoman Turk babies. They're not Israelites either.
No.
Understand? But take it because the Ottoman Empire was ruling Israel at that time.
Yes, sir.
Okay? And so that was part of World War I too, to destroy the Ottoman Empire also, to bring down the Ottoman Empire. That was part of World War I too, as well as the communism thing.
Yeah.
But here, they are now implementing and bringing in the so-called Jews into Palestine. And they're going to use Hitler to do it. Hitler was used to do it.
Yeah.
Hitler didn't kill 6 million Jews, so-called Jews. Read the Red Cross documentation during that time. It was only about 200,000 of them.
Right.
You can't kill 6 million people if you try. And not in 12, Hitler only ruled 12 years, not in 12 years.
Wasn't 6 million Jews on the earth.
Yeah. You know how many people that is?
That's propaganda.
Yeah, propaganda.
That's all that is.
So that they can get world sympathy on their side so they can go over there and take over the land.
That's why they got so much money.
And it was under the Balfour Declaration in 1917.
Yes, sir. They got their reparations.
Okay? And it was and they used a British mandate under the Balfour recommendation that the Jews be put back in their land. And so the British were there because during that time the British, and their military was strong. They can go over there, subdue the Palestinians, keep them back until so the so-called Jew can come into the land and take it over. And that's what the British mandate they did. In 1947, the British concluded their works. In 1948, the so-called Jew was able to go over there. World War II.
Blacked out Eisenhower to participate.
Right.
Because America
Yeah, of course.
went into a
Yeah,
war.
exactly.
Right.
So it said that the political Zionism be strong enough to institute a sovereign state of Israel and Palestine during the Second World War. International communism must become strong enough in order to balance Christendom. So now they got communism, they got Christianity, they got all different religions.
Yeah.
They got Muslim religion now, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because we're going to see what World War III is about, right? And so it was to balance, communism was to balance all these other religions that are in the earth, to balance it out. So their plans are going forward. We don't see it. Because we're too busy trying to, rob one another, kill one another, hate on one another, right?
Yeah.
Worrying about what P. Diddy is doing. They're distracting you with all that.
That's all
You know he did it. He's guilty.
Yeah.
But they're going to distract you.
You're going to hang out with us.
So they said, okay, P. Diddy, we're going to use you for this. We need a distraction. And then they're going to come and say that the ship hit the column of the Keys Bridge, we know that ship made a sharp right turn right into the column.
Yep.
And you see there electrical charges set up on the bridge so it'll fall. That ship, that container ship wasn't strong enough to knock it down by itself. But it distracted you, didn't it? It distracted you, right?
You could tell that by when they start talking about how it was built, how much it weighed.
Right.
They say pounds, they say tons.
Right. Yeah, all that steel and all that hung up there, that ship hitting that column ships hit columns all the time. It don't bring it down.
It don't rock it.
No. But Esau don't care. He don't care about them people's lives.
No.
He don't care about the distraction, right? Diddy on the run, the diddler. Diddler on the run. Where's he at? I don't know. He's on the run. Catch that nigga. And they know where he's at.
Yes, sir.
And then they raid all 3 of his mansions.
So they say.
Homeland Security don't raid your mansion.
No.
They get a local police to do that. So you know that they did that was distraction because they had to bring it on a higher level of police force to distract everybody. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna arrest everybody that was in his houses except for him. He's on the run. How did he get away? You know, give me a break, man. So that's what it says, right? And so read that 14 one more time. It said, the second woe.
The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe comes quickly.
Now, World War III. So we had World War I, World War II, and we read World War II, right? It was to bring in political Zionism, but they used fascism and Nazism to do it, right? Right? And they did that. This is an Illuminati plan. They did it. Okay? Now, the third woe cometh quickly. When you read the scriptures, you're not going to read what happened in the third woe. You're not going to read this is what happened because the third woe is what? The tribulation period. It's the rest of the seals. Yahushua, he's prevailed to bring unlock the seals, right? It's the rest of the seals happening. That's the third woe. Okay?
Yes.
So the Bible says nothing about 3 world wars planned. That's an Illuminati plan. Okay? World War III. Now World War III didn't happen yet, right?
Not yet.
But it's on its way. Why? Because it's an Illuminati plan and the Most High had them have World War I. They had World War II. So the Most High is going to have them bring World War III. And it's brewing. Because when I read it, you're going to see it's brewing. It says, World War III must be fomented by taking advantage of the differences caused by the agents of the Illuminati between political Zionists and the leaders of the Islamic world. So what's happening over there in Israel now? Right.
Jews is catching hell.
Right. So when the Palestinians hang glided into Israel, you know all that was a setup.
Yeah.
Okay. You're not gonna hang glide, however many it was, and hang glide and then kill 1,000 Israelis without them knowing about it. The Israelis got one of the best military defenses in all of the world. They do. Okay. Okay. The Israeli military got one of the best defenses in all, in all the world. Of course, they got America behind them.
Yeah.
So how are they not going to see Palestinians hang gliding, Hamas hang gliding, coming into their land? It's a joke.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, and so isn't it brewing now? Now you got all the Islamic world woke up. You got the Houthis over there in Yemen, blockading the Red Sea, where container ships can't go through the Suez Canal. $1 trillion industry where goods and trade go through the Suez Canal. Right? Iran. Right? Hamas. What's the other terrorist group? Over there in Lebanon.
Taliban.
Huh?
Taliban.
No, the Taliban. That's mostly in Afghanistan. The other ones.
ISIS.
No, the other ones.
You talking about the Sunni Muslims and all?
Yeah, but the other terrorist group over there in Lebanon that Iran backs with weapons. But all the terrorist groups got the whole Islamic world waking up. So it's brewing, isn't it?
Hezbollah.
Hezbollah. There you go. There you go. Hezbollah. Iran backs them, right?
Hezbollah.
Right?
Okay.
All brewing. This is World War III. So it says the war must be conducted in such a way that Islam, the Muslim Arabic world, and political Zionism, the so-called Jews, mutually destroy themselves. That's the plan of the Illuminati. So they don't care about the so-called Jew. They know they're imposters anyway. They're heads of the Illuminati, right?
Yeah.
Because they set them up. They want them to mutually destroy themselves. Why? Why is World War III about the Arabic world, the Muslim world, and political Zionism mutually destroying themselves? Because they want to issue in what?
The New World Order.
Their new world order. They're not going to need the Muslim religion no more. They're not going to need Roman Catholicism no more. They're not going to need Jewish religion no more. Who they going to have? The beast. The Antichrist. That's what they're going to have. And he don't care about no damn religion.
No, sir.
He only wants to do what Satan wants him to do, right?
That's right.
So think about it.
He don't want no opposition.
He don't want no opposition. He don't care about religion. Religion was just set up to deceive people.
Yes, sir.
And bring down people. So is there a third world war is coming? Yes, we're still going to be here. Now, that's not to say that they won't use nuclear bombs and all that. Because Esau got a way to, he can use nuclear bombs, tactical nuclear bombs, right? He can use nuclear bombs and he can just destroy a certain sect of the city and then that's it. But I don't see them using all their nuclear bombs where everything is just destroyed. They're not going to do that. Because they want to keep ruling the earth. Gun? So there's no plan of the Most High, 3 world wars. But we know there's wars and rumors of wars. Gun? So now, when you go to 2 Peter, now that was, of course, the Albert Pike letter to Mazzini, Giuseppe Mazzini in 1871. And you can get it offline. The plans of the Illuminati and their 3 world wars. Okay? 2 Peter 3 and 10. You got it? Who has it? Yeah, read it. Just read it loud.
But the day of the Most High will come as a thief in the night.
The day of the Most High will do what?
Will come as a thief in the
The
night.
Most High is going to bring your house as a thief in the night. See, now this is the Most High's plans, right, Con?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead, Al.
In which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise.
The heavens shall pass away with a great noise. Now, we know a nuclear bomb could do that, right? But the Most High, he has his weapons too, right? Didn't the Most High say that his weapons are bathed in the heavens and are prepared? The Most High got something greater than a nuclear bomb. If the Most High allowed them to make nuclear bombs as their great weapons, so what kind of weapons do the Most High have? Something better, right? Something greater.
Something greater.
Right. And the Bible teaches you about his what? His meteorites. Okay? His asteroids. John witnessed it and said, he seen it in the spiritual world, he said, it's like a mountain coming out of the sky. Most High's going to bring all that. Okay? Go ahead, Doc.
This earth's going to be destroyed.
And in which the heavens shall pass away with great noise, and the elements shall melt
with fervent heat.
Right. So we know nuclear bombs can do that too. And the Most High might allow some of these nuclear bombs to go off anyway, which you read in Ezekiel 28th chapter. Okay? But still, the Most High's weapons that he's going to bring out of the heavens, that's from him.
Right, they're not carnal.
Okay? They're not carnal. They're not something Esau made up. Okay? It's coming direct from the Most High. Come. All right? Go ahead, Op.
What verse?
Is it, you finished? Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. And the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
So what can do that? Nuclear radiation.
The earth also in the works that are therein shall be burned up.
So what can, when a meteorite or an asteroid drops to the ground and hits, it has the same effect as what? Like a nuclear bomb, doesn't it?
Nuclear bomb.
It emits what? Radiation.
Radiation.
Fire. Wind. On a high level, right? So read Revelation 8th chapter. It tells you about the mountains and what St. John seen coming out of the sky. Okay. All that's going to happen in the tribulation period. But that has nothing to do with the Third World War. The Third World War is going to come and go, and we still going to be here in the tribulation period. That's what we waiting on, right? To see. Okay, go ahead. I'll finish it. Is that it?
That was it on 10.
That was it, right? Understand what I'm saying? So now that's the plans of the Most High right there. Okay. Isaiah 34:1. I'll tell you what, get Zechariah 14:12, because that's going to go along with 2 Peter 3:10. Go to Zechariah 14:12. Whoever got it can read it. Zechariah 14:12.
I thought you said 3 and 12.
14:12. Zechariah
14:12.
14 and 12?
And this shall be the plague wherewith Most High will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet.
Wow. What does that?
Nuclear.
Radiation can do that.
Radiation, yeah.
Right. Understand? So when Yahweh Shai come, remember it tells you in the scripture that when Yahweh Shai come, he's going to have lightning beams come out of his hands. Right? So Yahweh Shai going to be killing people with lightning and everything. Huh? Right? Go ahead, up.
And, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth.
Right. Before they hit the ground. Like a nuclear radiation type deal, right? Now, these are the plans of the Most High. Come? All right? This has nothing to do with World War III, but we know that nuclear bombs can do that, but it's not the plans of the Most High, World War III. Come? Go ahead, Al.
And it shall come to pass in that day that a great tumult from the Most High shall be among them.
Okay, so that's it on that. Now get Isaiah 34:1, real quick. Got it up? Isaiah 34:1. Read.
Come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein the world.
See how the Most High is calling for all nations? Right? To come near and hear. Can somebody get Joel, not you, somebody get Joel 3:9? But hold that too. We're just going to read both of them. Joel 3:9. We're going to read that one more time. Read. Joel 3:9, okay. He's going to read that one more time, and then Ayan, you're going to read yours. Go ahead.
Come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein the world, and all things that come forth of it.
Now, read Joel 3 and 9. Now listen to this one here.
Joel 3 and 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war.
Do what?
Prepare war.
The Mosiah is saying the same thing in Isaiah 34, right?
Come.
Hear ye nations, come near. Listen to this. And he's telling them to prepare for what?
War.
War. Right, Khan?
Come.
Now, but this war is going to be the war of the plans of the Illuminati. That's not what the Mosiah is talking about there, Khan. Mosiah is talking about his war. In the valley of Jehoshaphat. That Yahushua is coming when he comes. And all the nation's armies are going to break in the valley of Jehoshaphat. Yahushua is going to destroy them there. That's the war the Mosiah is talking about. See the difference? Okay. Hold that. You still going to hold that, but keep reading. Tell them where you at. Isaiah 34.
Isaiah 34, verse 2.
Go ahead.
For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He hath utterly destroyed them. He hath delivered them to the slaughter.
How about that? So that's Hamashiach Yahushua, when he comes and all the nations are led by the Antichrist into the valley of Jehoshaphat. Now somebody else get Joel 3 and
3 and 9?
no. It's Joel 3 and 2, I believe.
3 and 2.
Read yours again, Ayan.
Verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war.
Do what?
Prepare war.
Do what?
Prepare war.
Prepare for war. That's what's coming. This is the Yahushua's plans now. Prepare for war. It's got nothing to do with the Third World War. Okay? Okay? And even though they are preparing for war, for the Third World War, but still, that's not the Mosiah's plans. Okay? Read a little bit more, Ayan.
Wake up the mighty men.
Wake up the mighty men. Go on.
Let all the men of war draw near.
Let all the men of war draw near. Go on.
Let them come up.
Come up where?
Let them come up.
Go on.
Beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong.
Is that it? Okay. So now, Yahushua said, let them come up. But come up where? So that's why now you go to Joel 3 and 2, and it'll tell you where they're supposed to come up to. Okay? Now this is all the plans of the Mosiah, not the Illuminati plans. The difference now, right, Khan? They have their plans, but the Mosiah's plans is what's going to overthrow their plans, right? Go ahead. You got Joel 3. Go ahead. Joel 3 and 2.
Joel 3 verse 2. I will also gather all nations, and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat.
So come up where? You know, we said, you read that in 3 and 9. It said come up, right, to the valley of Jehoshaphat. That's why you got to go to Joel 3 and 2. You got to go up some to Joel 3 and 2, and it teaches you where they're supposed to come up at. Okay, go on.
And will plead with them there for my people.
And what is Yahushua going to do?
Plead with them there for my people.
He's going to plead for us there. Where's the valley of Jehoshaphat? In Israel. It's the valley of decision. A lot of wars were fought in the valley of Jehoshaphat when you read the history.
Yeah.
But it's a plain valley. A lot of armies, a lot of people can fit in there.
Yeah.
So there's going to be a lot of death in that valley in that day. A lot. Okay? So all these armies, the Antichrist is going to lead the armies of the world into the valley of Jehoshaphat. And that's when Yahushua is going to come out the heavens and defend Israel. Defend the true people of Israel. He's not going to defend the Edomites, or he's going to defend us. That's why a remnant of us got to be over there. Right. He's going to defend us.
Oh, we got some folks over there.
Okay. Was that it, Ayan?
No,
go ahead.
The rest of it is for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land.
Okay, so that's it on that. See? For his heritage, what nation?
Israel.
Everybody?
Israel.
See? Only Israel, right? That's who Yahushua is going to defend. But the Illuminati 3 Worlds War don't say nothing about defending, the Most High defending Israel, right? No. They plan on destroying the so-called Jews and the Muslim world.
Mm-hmm.
How about that? They plan on doing that. Okay? That's their Third World War. So the Third World War is not about everything's going to be destroyed and that's it. The whole earth is never going to be destroyed. But Esau is going to use the Third World War to institute his new world order and to bring in his new world order. Okay, come? That's it. So we all going to probably be here in America running around like a chicken with his head cut off while the Third World War going on. just like Negroes do, right?
Yeah, like roaches.
Right? Now read a little bit more. Read the third verse in Isaiah 34:3.
Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come out of their carcasses.
Yeah.
And the mountains shall be melted with their blood.
See? The mountains shall be melted with their blood. How about that? Okay? Meaning the other nations' blood. Okay, go ahead now.
And all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll.
That means, so what can do that? We know a nuclear bomb can do that, what they call a mushroom cloud, right?
Mushroom, yeah.
But with the Most High's weapons, what could do that also? The asteroids, the meteorites. You ever see when they show you a picture of an asteroid when it drops, what does it do? Mushroom cloud to fold.
Yeah.
Understand? That's the destruction the Most High is going to bring on them. Because let's think about it. Why would the Illuminati want to destroy the whole earth when their thing is to try to rule the earth forever? You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And they want to rule it under their Luciferian doctrine forever. But we know that's not going to happen. But I'm just saying this is how they're thinking, right? So they don't have plans to destroy the whole earth. But they do have their plans to issue in the Third World War. Okay, go ahead, Up.
And all their hosts shall fall down, as the leaf falleth off from the vine, and as falling figs from the fig tree. For the sword shall be bathed in heaven.
Where's the sword going to be bathed?
Bathed in heaven.
Bathed in heaven, the spiritual world. The Most High sword is bathed in the spiritual world, Come. Where they have their nuclear bombs and silos and so forth and ready to shoot forth, right? So what does the Most High have? He has his weapons of destruction ready to shoot forth also into the earth, right? But on a higher level, right? Go ahead, Up.
For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea.
Come down upon who?
Idumea.
Idumea. That's Esau. That's Edom. That's a Greek word that represents Edom. Edom means red, right? So it's coming down upon them, right? And there you go. So that's the Most High's plans right there, right? So I'm gonna have there's two more: Zephaniah 3:8 and Revelation 19:11. Zephaniah 3:8 and Revelation 19:11.
I have Revelation 19:11.
Go ahead, read it.
And I saw the heaven open, and behold, a white horse.
I saw heaven open, behold, a white horse. Now this is Hamashiach Yahushua here. Okay? The other white horse in Revelation 6:1 is the Antichrist. Why is the Antichrist on a white horse and Yahushua on a white horse? Perpetrating a fraud. Because the Antichrist is what? The anti-Yahushua. He got to do the opposite. So he got to play like he is the Messiah. That's why a lot of people are going to be fooled.
They'll be fooled.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead, Up.
And he that sat upon him was called faithful and true.
He that sat upon him was called faithful and true. Go on.
And in righteousness he doeth judge and make war.
See? And that's Yahushua's plan. There's going to be a war, But in righteousness, he's going to bring and judge and make war. See?
What was that scripture?
It's not the third world war.
Revelation 19:11.
And remember, all this in the tribulation period, right? Because I would even gather, so that you can have understanding, that the third world war will be before the tribulation period. That's just my opinion, but from the way it appears, it would be before the tribulation period. Con? Because it's not the Most High's plans. Do you understand what I'm saying? World War I was before tribulation period. World War II was before tribulation period. Con?
Makes sense.
Right. This makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
That ain't gonna happen while
Right.
he's doing this thing.
Right. Huh? But go ahead, up. You finished that? Yeah. Now Zephaniah 3:8.
Therefore, wait ye upon me, saith the Lord Yahweh.
Right. So that's why you bring out the spirit of truth. Yahweh Shai said, wait ye upon him. And that's why our patience is important. But at the same time, we're teaching, gathering our people together, giving them knowledge, understanding, and wisdom on the truth, where they are, right? And the knowledge and wisdom come from the four corners of the earth. You see Putin just put out his, his icons he had in the depths of Russia somewhere, from the vaults, the secret vaults that he had. But see how the wisdom, how the truth come out? Even though we've been teaching it for a long time, right?
Yeah.
I've been teaching it since the 80s. Other brothers before that, the 70s, the 60s. Since slavery.
It was validated because the white man brought it out.
Right.
Yeah.
Now they validated. Oh, we are the chosen. Christ is black. Putin is a great man.
But this is a Christian.
No, he's not. Putin is for them.
Yeah.
Putin is for what the Illuminati want.
That's right.
Putin is your enemy too. Realize that.
Can't be
Is
friends
the
with
black
them.
Christian church going to change now?
Right, all of a sudden. Right.
No, they're not going to change still.
Yeah. They're going to change it. Right. Go ahead, Up.
They gonna keep
Until
going.
the day that I rise up.
Tell Yahweh Shai rise. That's the plans of the Most High and Yahweh Shai. Till he rise up. Not what the Illuminati is saying, what Yahweh Shai is saying. Go ahead, Up.
To the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations.
See? And where's he going to gather them? We just read it. In the valley of Jehoshaphat. His determination. See? Yahweh Shai's determination. Not the determination of the Illuminati. Come on. His determination is to gather the nations. Go on.
That I may assemble the kingdom.
Where's he going to assemble them at? The valley of Jehoshaphat. Okay, go ahead and do what? Go
To
on.
pour upon them more indignation.
To pour upon them his indignation. So Yahweh Shai going to gather all arms of the earth. Raise the valley of Jehoshaphat to pour upon them his indignation. It has nothing to do with the Mizini pipe plan. Go ahead, Al.
Even all my fierce anger.
Even all this, and Yahweh Shai is angry. See? Because everybody's running around, oh, third world war, will destroy everything. That's not the Most High's plans. You haven't read the Bible. Go on, Al.
For all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy.
See? And Yahweh Shai is jealous for his people. The whole earth will be devoured. Right? Through the fire of Yahweh Shai's jealousy. So, with that, I hope you got some understanding. And that was all about to show you that the Third World War is not in the Bible, but through their plan, the Most High is going to bring his plans according to the scriptures. Come? And so, I want to say all praise to Yahweh Shema Mashiach Yahweh Shai. Who wants to come up, Yakanan?
I got you.
Okay, come on up and give the credits.
Credit? I thought you wanted to do the prayer. I got you.
Yeah, I'm do the prayers, but if you want to say,
yeah, as usual, we're Hebrew chosen elect. We congregate out of Newcastle, Delaware, at the Rose Hill Community Center. That's address is 19 Lamson Lane, room 110B, Newcastle, Delaware, every Shabbat, which is Saturday, from 12 to 3 p.m. Also, if it's in your heart to give alms, you don't require tithes, but you can give out donations through Cash App at hashtag Hebrew Chosen Elect. Hashtag Hebrew Chosen Elect. We also take cash donations for anybody that actually physically comes to congregate. I believe that's all. Got any?
No, that's it. That's good enough.
So yeah, this is closing out the Sabbath service, and we'd like to say shalom to everybody online. Kwame Yashala.
Kwame Yashala. Kwame Yashala.
Kwame Yashala.
Kwame Yashala.